Yorgos Lanthimos, the king of absurdist comedy and making you feel uncomfortable while two big name actors go at each other, like physically, like at each other, verbally, sexually, any way possible on the big screen, is back with another film with big stars, which they do go at each other in many different ways and many different obstacles and many different
positions,
routes, because it's an anthology movie. There's 3 in 1. It's Kinds of Kindness, 3 words, Kinds of Kindness, 3 movies inside this one movie, or little movies starring Jesse Plemons, Emma Stone, Willem Dafoe. There is so much happening in here right now in my brain on the screen. Ewan, sort it out for me. Tell me what you thought.
Hey, it's 1, 2, 3 quality-wise from the short stories. I'd still say it's worth staying in the whole, like, 164 minutes. That is going to be, like, something that you're considering. You're looking up probably, like, a review. Is it worth checking out? It's so long. Do I invest the time in it? I'd say yes, definitely. It's fun. It's a showcase of great acting. It feels like it's not really that concerned with having, like, obviously not an overarching narrative because it's an anthology. They're not connected. But it brings out so much out of these bizarre situations that seem like the perfect playground for an actor showcase. And you do have someone like Plemons, like Stone, like Dafoe, Quali, everyone in this, Hong Chau as well. Everyone's like super impressive in getting the style right that Lanthimos asks of them. And you can see that they are like recurring in his films as well, that like he's casting them in his upcoming stuff. It's also just like a really funny film. It made me laugh a bunch on the first time around with a huge audience, and the second time around pretty much alone in the theater. Both times I had a great time, and if you can settle in with the weirdness of an object that is gifted, like a broken tennis racket, and that makes you laugh, I feel like when the movie's got you there, you'll have a good time for the rest of it.
I love the absurdist nature of Lanthimos' work. I enjoy what he does. He goes, sex is weird. Let me show you how weird it is. He goes, humans suck. Let me show you how much they suck. But he also makes you think hard about relationships and how they can be abused and how they can be used. And that's what he kind of explores in Kinds of Kindness. Is a lot of this love is sheltered around abuse and taking advantage of one another and seeing how far one's love can go with each other. And that's really looking at it, because this film, there's a lot that's thrown at you, and unfortunately the films, like the individual ones, they wrap up really quickly and you're like, I wish I could get a little bit more. And I feel like in a lot of these, you kind of wish it could be extended. But at the same time, you're like, fuck, I've been in here for 3 hours now. I'm really glad they didn't extend it. But I feel like because of why this movie was made, the long post-production work of Poor Things, I'm happy that it exists because it's just a little bit of fun. I could tell everyone in this movie was having a blast because they were playing interesting characters. They were making one movie, they were playing 3 different characters minimum, except for RMF, the one bloke in them all, and it was just an enjoyable route. There is nothing fancy about the cinematography. There's nothing fancy about the music. The only fancy part about the music is when Sweet Dreams Are Made of These, a really pop synthy music, plays at the start. And that's the only upbeat moment of the entire film. The rest is a slow burn, it chugs through, but you're engaged because of the absurdist nature of Lanthimos' work. If you like his early stuff, apparently you're really going to enjoy this. And I did enjoy this, and I haven't seen his earlier stuff, which makes me really excited to go and see that. But should you go see Kinds of Kindness? It's a really hard film for me to recommend just to anybody, but if you've seen any of Lanthimos' works and you enjoyed it, I could probably say you're going to enjoy this. And if you like Emma Stone's, Jesse Plemons, Willem Dafoe, go see them in this because they are absolutely excellent.
Agreed. I gave it a 4 out of 5. Definitely a movie worth checking out, in my opinion.
I gave it a 3.5 out of 5.
And we also did a more deep dive review, a spoiler review on the podcast this week. So if you want to hear us talk even in more detail about the film, then go check that out. And if you've seen it, let us know which one you preferred, and maybe some other Lanthimos films that you'd recommend. Maybe one that Lachlan has to catch up on. That's it for us. We'll see you soon.
Bye!